Hello YouTube, this one's going to be quick and short. All we're doing today is showing off a server that I've been playing on Minecraft. It's called DaemoniaCraft. It's a cool little server that allows you to have classes and stuff. It's pretty new, like 2 months new, and there are some cool builds on this thing, not going to lie. There's nobody really playing though. There are people that play only during the events pretty much, which is common to most servers like this. But yeah, I'm just here to show it off. So, DaemoniaCraft. I'll show you the IP in the description. There's the IP for the Dying map, because it takes a while to figure out where that is, because I couldn't find it anywhere. First thing you go when you pop down in the server, ignore the giant portal that's standing behind you. This is really a bad location. Most people think this portal is where you go. That's a slime portal. You do not want to go in there early level. First thing you do in here is you go over here to this little tutorial, and you go through this tutorial. This tutorial is going to show you quite a bit of the slash commands to figure out how to play the game, get your class set up, give you a couple of items and stuff like that. However, what it does not do is tell you how to make money. I have 169,000 gold. It takes 200,000 gold to buy a Towny plot, and most of that is from looting, raiding places that I found in the wild. However, how you actually make money is you go inside the big old portals like this. You go and kill the boss, and then after you kill the boss, if we go to system, we have our menu, backpack. You will find these things, you will find these things, and you will find, I don't have any of them on me right now, but these things. Take these things over to the shop over here, kind of hidden out of the way. It says Arcanist, don't go that way, there's nothing that way. We go over here. This guy sells you spells. This guy is how you trade and you get diamonds. These things, you have to have a mana-infused pickaxe in order to get them. Sell 10 of them for 1 diamond. You find a lot of these things in the dungeon. At most, I think I found about 150 in a single dungeon. You find a lot of these things, and they sell for a decent amount of diamonds. These are regular diamonds. You can use them as actual diamonds. Most of what you'll get are E tier these things. They sell for 1 diamond. D tier sells for 2 diamonds, up and up. I guess they just didn't have another picture with white one like that. That's mostly what you're going to find for your money. However, and again, this server's kind of new, so a lot of the tutorials are on the Discord. We go to /market, and this is our market. Server shop, you can buy redstone. You can buy building blocks, you can buy decorations, but you can only sell these two. I don't know why the mining's not down here if these are the cells. This mining needs to be down here and the decoration needs to be up here. These 3 you can only buy, these 2 you can sell. You can sell a bunch of farming stuff. The wheat is probably the best price for anything, and I think that's because you have to replant it, but at the same time the potatoes and stuff aren't. Maybe because you just get a bunch of seeds you don't have anything to do with. And then mining things. By far the best 2 are probably nether quartz, selling at $20 a piece, and diamonds. Like I said, you get diamonds from over here. So if we go back up here to our mining, we have diamonds that sell for $100 a piece. You get 1 diamond from 10 of these. You get about 100 to 150 of these in a dungeon. That means you get about 1,000 to 1,500 diamond dollars, gold per dungeon run. So that's how you make money on this server. Other than that, it's pretty much just a Towny server with a couple of other commands like attacking and stuff. Once you're actually ready to jump into a dungeon, you can click on one of these. The slimes are pretty easy. They just take a lot of hits to go, or you can tap in /dungeons. Dungeons with an S. If you type in dungeon, it'll pop up the DaemoniaCraft version number that they're using. You don't need to know that information. That should really be locked. Right now I have up to C-class dungeons because I am currently level 34. Level 30 is the rank that you need to have at least for C-class. I believe D-class is rank 15, and then E-class is just what you get at normal. So we're going to jump into a C-class dungeon here, just to show you guys what a dungeon looks like. For right now, they only have one dungeon that actually is set up, and that one dungeon is just this dungeon right here. Sorry, this dungeon right here. So we do have one dungeon going through this portal, which it needs to be fixed. Sends you back to town or wherever you were. You can type system here. You cannot use the system shop to buy new equipment. So if yours breaks in the dungeon, good luck. You do not lose your weapon or armor if you die in the dungeon, so that's good, but you do lose everything else, so careful what you carry around in here. You can, however, go to your backpack, and you can store stuff. You can pick stuff back up. You can't place things in the dungeon, but you can put extra weapons in there. These things are currently bugged. I have to turn that on in order to see where I'm hitting, because if you don't have that on and you're trying to hit, good luck. I hope they fix that pretty soon. That's my only gripe really with these things, but like I said, I've already dropped 12 of them, and this pickaxe is not enchanted. So if we go ahead and grab a couple of these, we can see we've gotten 24 of those. That's pretty good. For combat, you have your normal swing, and then you have your F key, which opens up your spell casting. If we turn back off spellcasting, we go to skills. We can actually see what our skills menu is. You can go left and right if you have multiple skills, but I only have these skills right now. You use the thing in the Agromancer, whatever his name is, Artificer? I think it might have been Artificer, to go find your spells. And if we go to System, these are what you use to, you use the runestone fragments in order to actually buy spells. You're going to have to find a lot of these things. They don't drop very commonly. So if we go back to our skills, we see that I have a deep wound skill. Basically, I just poke something really hard. Minor healings is a healing spell because I don't carry potions oftentimes. Potions actually cost diamonds, which you do what you want with your diamonds. I'm going to put a healing spell in there. Leap lets me jump whatever direction I'm looking at, and it's a pretty decent jump. I think I've been able to go about 50 meters. And then I have swiftness, which allows me to run faster. It only lasts like 2 seconds, but it helps me get out of danger or through these big long corridors. Now we have this big old guy. He's going to try to swing at me. They have pretty wide AoE for some of these. And essentially, it is just go up, poke a few times, back up. I would say these archers are probably the most annoying ones because of the fact that I had golden boots on because I was in the nether earlier. The archers are probably the most annoying because they will hit you commonly, and unlike the normal skeletons, they have a pretty good chance of hitting you. The normal skeletons, you can strafe and they won't hit you. These guys, unless you're hiding behind something, they probably will hit you. I'm going to go ahead and swap out of my skill menu so I can swap back to this thing. We can go ahead and collect some more of these. We can go ahead and see how many we're going to find here. We found 2 back there, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And with that 11, we now are up to 62 from our 24. So, decent amount. We're going to swap back into our skills, see what's over here. We have another one of these guys and a guy with a bow. I'm going to take care of the guy with the bow first, if I don't get hit. He's actually not hitting me. This guy is hitting me. So I'm going to push Shift and 3 to heal myself. I don't have a lot of the stat that allows me to heal, so I can't really heal a lot. But I can attempt to not dive to this thing. There we go. We're going to turn off our casting because we tend to heal a lot faster if we don't have our casting thing on. We're going to stand here for a moment because I don't have any potions on me. And we're going to just heal up a little bit. There's nothing really in here Like I said, these are all the same dungeon. The doors do open occasionally. I don't know if that's a solid chunk or these are about 48 across if counted. I don't know if that's a solid 3x3 chunk of just stone or if it's like a wall of stone all the way around. How these things generate is basically this is a template and it sticks whatever it wants next to it. And if that whatever next to it is a wall, it puts the wall out there. If it's a room, it puts the room out there. You can probably see there's probably a good chunk right here. Not chunk. There's one right here before room to room, and I think the other room part goes right here. So if you look right here, that's right there is where the opening is. We're gonna get killed if we just keep looking at the wall. Most of these enemies die in like 2 or 3 hits, except for these big old guys. You saw that I dodged right there. That dodge is a passive because I have a I don't have my skills on. And that dodge is a passive due to a skill I just bought. I bought at the very beginning because I am not equipped to a weapon. I bought it at the very beginning because I'm like, oh cool, dodge spell. It's a passive dodge. I don't know what the chances are. I think it's based on my equipment. But I could be wrong about that. It is actually, it does trigger quite often. So I do keep it on me. I don't know how to disable it. I don't think you can for passives. I think as soon as you level up a passive, they're just on constantly. And none of the skills are class-based right now. Like I said, the server's about 2 months. Actually, no, longer than 2 months. I think ChatGPT said December. So what is that, like 5 months? So it's fairly new. But it's not new-ish in the sense of we're going to attempt to... No, apparently we're not going to leave. We're going to turn on 5. I really don't like this system for movement. For the spells, I really don't like the spell system. I wish it was like... I wish the button showed you your spells and took off the list. Because if we turn this on, it clearly shows 2 is deep wound. So it should show me my spell on the menu. But it clearly doesn't, which is really messing with my eyes. Because I do tend to look down when I'm fighting, because I play Dota a lot, and Dota has it where your spells are right there, on screen, at all times. You don't have to click them, you just have to push buttons. But the fact that they're not there, and they don't swap out to my skill bar, really does mess with me a little bit. We are getting a lot of damage here. So we are going to take a little bit of a break, and I will see you in a moment as soon as my health goes up, because it should go back up. Alright, I will see you in a moment. Alright, we're back. My health did indeed go up. It only took like maybe 10 seconds. But that's just downtime that I don't want to have to deal with. I forget which direction we came from, to be honest. So one of these 2 directions is where we came from. And whatever direction we go, if ore spawns, then we should be going that direction. But I think it was the other way, actually. Nope, ore spawns right here. So this is the actual direction we're going to go. But for right now, since I went in through there, I'm going to go back through here and see if things will start spawning again. Yep, things will spawn. We're going to turn on a thing, we're going to hit him with a 2, and we're going to get hit with a big old mace. We're going to dodge whatever that was. Okay, these guys are hurting like really badly. It is probably a good idea to be in here with potions. I'm only really in here for the mana crystals, because I need gold. Like I said, it takes about 250 gold in order to actually buy a Towny plot, in order to actually like keep your stuff safe. and I'm starting working on farms and stuff, and I kind of want to keep my stuff safe. I'm guessing that guy is healing him, and with my health as low as it is right now, I really don't want to die. So we're going to get back a little bit, and we're going to actually heal back up. This might be the end of my journey. I don't really want to go over there and die, because... Well, actually, I'm not holding a lot of stuff. I think I'm dying because my boots. I don't have the defense for D-class stuff, and I'm in a C-class dungeon. So I should probably actually not be in here. You see my health is regenerating. It is... We are not in combat, so I guess it's regenerating faster. We cannot go to stats while we're in the dungeon, unfortunately, but we can go to system. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to drop these and the mana infused thing and my torches into the box. That way I don't have anything except for my weapon and my equipment on me. That way if I do die in here, I'm not losing a bunch of stuff. I will probably lose my bread though I have plenty of bread at the place. So we're going to go back in here. I guess they despawned. I really don't like fighting them, so all I want is these things. But he did seem to despawn. They seem to be back in their room. So we're going to go back in the system really quick. Grab our pickaxe, wherever it went. Not that one, that one. And then we're going to go and break these things. We're just going to find out how many we get. Probably run through the rest of the dungeon until we get to the boss arena. And figure out how much we actually make just from running in here. Turn on my thing. We're going to turn on 4 so that we can just run really fast through this area. There is the boss chamber. We're probably going to get chased by these guys. But we have the boss chamber right here and a lot of guys. So we're going to drop down here. We're going to go back to spawn because I don't really want to fight the boss. I don't have any potions on me, so fighting the boss is not a good idea. So, out of all of these that we found 21 system. And whatever was in here, 90. These things will stack to 99. I am actually happy that they did that, because having just 64s is annoying. 99, 12. That is 111 just from one run. That was a level C-class dungeon though, so it is a little bit higher than what you were probably going to get, but decent amount of money. Now the mana-infused pickaxe is found over here. I'm going to turn back off the boxes. This guy is like showing us a new T-spawn location for shops. That shop is only to buy really the system loot and a couple of other things, but it's not really a real shop. From what it looks like, an admin set it up and never was told about it. And it mostly just sells for diamonds, so it's kind of a waste unless you don't have gold to buy things. If you have a bunch of diamonds to buy things and no gold, sure, go for it. But if you have a bunch of gold and no diamonds, I wouldn't. But you can probably get a good chunk of gold if you have the diamonds for it. But they do sell for ridiculous amounts too. So, okay, over here is where we find this guy. He sells our potions, and he also sells the mana-infused pickaxe for 6 diamond blocks. It's actually not that expensive, to be honest. 6 diamond blocks is 54 diamonds. So, how you get diamonds beforehand is, again, you sell... I didn't actually get any drops for it. Dragon's Breath, don't know what it's for right now. Revive Stone, if you have one of these when you go into the dungeon and you die, you can click it and then you can revive yourself. Repair Stones are very important. Repair Stones essentially allow you to repair your equipment. If I go into my system box and go here, I have a bunch of repair stones. Essentially, I just take the repair stone and I click on an item that is not a normal item. Like this mana-infused pickaxe is not a normal item. This diamond pickaxe is a normal item. If I click the diamond infused... Oh, actually, it will repair your diamond. Wow, I didn't actually know that. It will also repair the diamond infused, and it will also repair your actual equipment. So you can actually 100% just repair diamond equipment with the repair stones, apparently. I'm going to go back in the system, drop my pickaxe back inside this thing. Both of them, actually. Put them down here. That way I can find them later. These things right here, we can go back over to our guy over here. Hopping around, jumping. I'll show you the slime farm and the slime dungeon in a moment. If we go back over here to our building over here and talk to this guy, these things right here, that's how you get diamonds. These things here, that's how you get these diamonds. We're going to go ahead and sell all these things. 11 diamonds, and we have an extra thing. If we, again, go back into our system, or not system, market, we can find mining diamonds, left-click diamond, right-click diamonds, I mean, and then 1 diamond sells for 100 gold. We would have 1100 gold. That's not a bad amount, all things considering. So we jump back over here, we can go and get our potions. Next time I jump into a dungeon, it's probably good I carry around a couple of potions. So we want these ones because we have 285.6 health and 109 mana. I'm not really worried about the mana too much. My spells don't cost a whole lot of mana. But we could get a 250 potion, but I'd rather just get the 100 potion, to be honest. I don't need a whole lot of them. Keep our diamonds with us. And then we have thingy. I should, to be honest, also get like, oh, it's a diamond block. Shoot. Okay, never mind. Now we have potions and we have things. Always carry food with you because food is a thing, not potions help. Potions don't help it. Right here we have the mines. Danger, monsters lurk within. We also have Jinwoo here, just hanging out, I guess. All these guys that are running around that you've seen, these are all NPCs. I don't think the mine foreman does anything. He should be a quest, but we have a Jinwoo here. He's just hanging out. That blue portal there is another dungeon. If we look right here, we have issues. And we can probably find out what dungeon that is by looking over here. It's probably an E-class dungeon. So if we see opening vault, player dungeon, silver slime gate has spawned somewhere at spawn. So that's either a silver slime gate, or it's something else that we don't know about yet. There's also a dungeon down there for some reason. Down there, essentially, you just have E-class goblins. You can just parkour yourself down there, or take that staircase down. Either or, typing /spawn will send you back to spawn. If I can type. Those are pretty easy mobs. Even early game, you should be able to kill them just by punching them, to be honest, if you don't have a weapon. We come back up here to our spawn. We have mines. Over there is some more shops, though I don't know what those shops actually sell because I've not really gone outside of this little tiny bit of the place. Portals for other worlds. Most of the other worlds are /T-spawns or /spawn RTP. RTP will send you somewhere on the earth. This place is apparently in the heart of the world, which is in New Guinea. Not New Guinea, the Gulf of Guinea. It's right off the Skeleton Coast. You have Africa, like this, and then Gulf of Guinea's right here. So Spawn says it's on the map, but that could be wrong. I don't know. I haven't really tried to go find the Skeleton Coast off of here because that would be a crazy journey. Here we have our crates. We have our unique crates, system supply crates, cosmetic crates. If you go into /daily, we don't have permission to daily quest yet. You go to /daily, we have some daily rewards. Day 1, you get some free attribute points and a system cache key. System cache key, attribute points, system cache key, attribute points. Those attribute points are really broken, especially if you spend it every single day. You get 3 attribute points per level up. And so essentially all that is you're getting a free level up every time you log in each day. So yeah, you can probably max out all your stats. Again, if we go to stats, we can actually view our stats out here. We have vitality, goes up to 999. Resilience, basically, vitality increases health and health regeneration. Resilience just increases your defense. It doesn't stack with anything by itself. It's just defense. Strength increases our attack damage and the amount of damage our weapon does. Dexterity increases our attack damage and how much damage our skills do. Magical Might increases our magic damage, essentially. Magical Mending is like your healing spells and stuff. I have a few points in there because I have a healing spell. Bonus essentially just increases a bunch of stuff. And luck just increases your dodge rate and critical. I have a lot of luck, so I dodge a lot of enemies. Additional experience, kind of bogus, doesn't really do much. This seems to level up properly, 0.1%. This doesn't. I don't know what's wrong with the luck. I have 40 points in it. I should have plus 4 dodge rating, instead I have plus 2. So that needs to be looked at. For supply catches and stuff, if we go back to system, I should have 2 in my bag. I have 3 in my bag. So I have a unique crate key. We're going to go ahead and click on the... If we punch the chest, punch the chest, we can see all the items we can get. We can actually get an elytra, sniffer eggs, a couple of other keys, wither skeleton skulls. Strangely, I'm not seeing anything in here that's really helpful, except for maybe the shelter chests. In here, we got just a bunch of XP potions and attribute points, which are actually really helpful. But the most you're probably going to get out of here is a bunch of gold blocks and iron blocks and stuff. Probably a couple. Item would be very helpful. Occasionally, you'll find gold, which, I mean, getting 25,000 gold is pretty cool, but what really sells for a lot is the like B and A rank equipment, and I don't see any equipment in here. Oh, there it is. So these rewards I'd probably go for a lot better, but I've only seen unique crate keys drop, and the unique crate keys do have crate keys for this one. So you're gonna just find a lot of these. Cosmetic crates, I don't really understand cosmetics. I don't know where to get them. I know there's a one of the little sellers in the shops do sell it, but they sell for like a couple of diamond blocks. I don't know why they cost so much. They just do. So we're gonna go ahead and click our unique crate here. It's gonna be very loud for some reason, and we're gonna see what we get. We got a bunch of terracotta. Yay. I love terracotta. Why are we getting terracotta? Don't know. Unique crate is... Oh, I meant to do something else. You can't get out of it, unfortunately. I got a music disc. Yay. I don't really want these things. Most of the items in here are pretty junk. It's these that we're trying to find. Maybe a wither skeleton, but at the same time, you don't need the wither skeleton skulls. Because I don't know if the admin actually know this. If we go to system and we get these still classify as nether stars in the crafting recipe. So if I take my glass and my obsidian, I can make a beacon. That's how I have a beacon. I made it out of things that I got out of the chest, which this chest alone has them. Okay, I don't see obsidian. I think someone gave me the obsidian, to be honest. But you can find glass in here. And obsidian's not that hard to find, to be honest. Otherwise, we can always crouch and click the thing. I don't have enough keys to show you properly, but crouch and click the thing, and we will pop up this little information. Confirm opening all keys at once by shift clicking again. We shift click again, and the skill's on cooldown. I have to wait for the cooldown. There we go. It will give us the item without rolling, without doing the annoying thingy. We can also do it on over here. We're on cooldown. Should be off. There we go. We got, I think we just got diamonds. What did we get? Does it show us? Did we get money? We won 8 diamonds. Woohoo, we won 8 diamonds. So, yeah, again, not a lot. There is a lot of things in here, so you're probably going to win some diamonds or some items. This is the one you want, but you're just going to get a bunch of these. Next things up, I don't really even know. I think we're just going to go into the big old portal and see fighting some slimes. Yeah, we're going to go in the portal, fight slimes. As soon as we go inside the big old portal in the middle of the thing, you're going to see some information over here popped up. It says, the Silver Slime Gate has been claimed by Night Scales. That is me. I am Night Scales. See, I am a blue lizard dude. We take off my armor. I am a blue lizard dude with a loincloth. That is me. So, we have essentially claimed the slime gate, and I think if you're with a party, they can also come into the gate with you, but nobody else can. And I believe these are actually registered as PvP zones. So, kind of like avoid going in here unless you really want to. I don't think anybody can come in after you, to be honest, but or don't avoid coming in here, just avoid coming in here with a party that you're not sure of, because I don't know how the party system actually works, but if they can just leave the party and murder the entire group, they probably will, if you're not a friend. So essentially slimes, and I hate that they're all called silver slimes. This is a super silver slime. I've not seen a smaller silver slime. So essentially you just poke these guys until they either flee, or you just do enough damage to them to kill them. And that one fled. More often than not, they're going to flee. But with these guys, they do have a high drop rate of items, if you can manage to actually kill them. They don't do a whole lot of damage. You can see that guy like did 2 damage to me. He also fled. So we're going to go over here, try to run. That was a leap. Swiftness. He fled. The amount that these guys flee is actually very annoying. I wish they changed the flee rate, because these are the best way to get a bunch of XP. And if they're constantly fleeing, which this dungeon I have not killed a single one, we run into an issue where these do grant a lot of XP. Is going to be how you level up for the majority early game. But if you can't kill them and they keep running away, then like what's the point? Are we going to kill you? Maybe. There we go. We killed them. Damage rank number 1, I think, is for parties. Damage 0.05. You can see how like abysmal of damage these guys take. They have so much armor that actually dealing damage to them is like next to impossible. There we go. We killed one more of them, and it looks like we leveled up that time. I really don't like how the slimes operate. They are punching bags. That's all they are. They are punching bags. If we look how much damage my weapon does, 26.9 damage. And you saw my stats. I have like 20 extra damage, plus a bunch of other damage for like my skills and stuff. There's no reason these should be this damage spongy. And then another thing, that's their hitbox. They're not touching me. I don't like how Minecraft does its actual hit radius. There's a box around the box, and if they hit you, but every single time they jump, they have a really good chance of just like hitting you. They don't do a lot of damage, to be honest, but like I said, they're just annoying damage punches. You're probably gonna farm just because they give you a lot of XP. The actual dungeon mobs don't give you as much XP as these guys. These guys give you a lot of XP. I'm at 21,000 right now. If we can manage to kill one of them. Fled. I don't know where the other one went. I think he fled as well. I think this might be the end of the dungeon too, which the slime dungeons don't seem to have a boss. They just seem to end abruptly. And like this one, yeah, unless I missed the room. And I don't think I missed the room. Nope, this dungeon just ended abruptly. We don't have a boss in these. We just have to go /spawn and go back to spawn, and then you can see the dungeon spiral vanished. I'm going to take a quick look around the tutorial area and see if I can find anything else to show you guys. But other than that, yeah, this server's kind of fun. I wish there was more to it. They are saying they are working on a lot of other like updates and stuff. Pretty new server, probably about 5 or 6 months old. Not that old, but is like, it feels very young. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and take a loop. I'll be right back. Alright, so I took a little bit of a walk around here. I have found out that I was actually correct. These guys that are over here in these little markets are actually for hire. You can actually... Alright, sorry about that, I had a phone call. These guys basically are, like I said, they are for hire. You can go ahead and hire them. I don't know why there's 2 hire buttons, it's weird. You hire them and I can't afford to hire the shopkeeper. Okay, I don't know what it requires to hire them, probably diamonds or emeralds. This guy has no offers, but he looks like he does. He must be a quest guy because he's green. If we go over here, we find this noodles guy, and for a noodle shop, you would expect like food, but there's just an S-class, couple S-class items in this guy. Over here, we have another guy who's selling stuff, and he actually is selling food, but he's also selling like elytras and stuff. But he does have these actual food items that do a bunch of cool stuff, barbecue skewers, totems of undying, stuff like that. Not much else though. Owned by Stars Corporation. Okay, Stars Corporation is essentially who owns the entire area. I think that's just the owner putting things on things. We saw that guy already. There was one more shop that I found. He's right over here somewhere. He's a pillager. And he is also selling some things. There he is. But Dungeon Mart, basically diamonds for these things. So if you want to reverse trade, I guess you can. I'm not sure why you would, but you can. He also sells netherite scrap, which allow you to upgrade stuff, I guess. I'm not too sure what all the upgrade material things are for. But he does have things. You can also buy elytra through him and S tier stones. Again, I'm not sure why you would want to reverse trade. I guess maybe if you can't find these in the dungeon, because they do drop pretty rarely. But he is right here across from the place. There are a couple of islands around the main island, and they just look like they're placeholders for now. The last thing that we want to show off is the blacksmith here. And the blacksmith is basically those things that you have for trade. We also have a smithing shop, which a lot diamonds for these things again. Again, these are all here. I don't know why that guy is over there. Blacksmith shop, basically you can make items of all the types just from getting the 300 gold for this thing plus those items. And from what I understand, there's some items in here that require things that you have to farm for on Earth. And that's probably why Earth exists, so that you can actually go and get other stuff to get stuff. But other than that, it's like the 500,000 gold to get the S rank heavy armor thing. Again, I don't know what it's for, because if we go to system and we go to S rank item, that's also only 100,000. This is 100,000 to buy an S rank heavy. It's 500,000 to buy an S rank heavy. I'm guessing they have better stuff, better enchantments, but unless I really know what I'm getting, this kind of feels like the person who designed this needs to go play Windcraft for like 2 minutes and go check out the crafting thing in there, and then try to remake that, because this doesn't feel right. Especially since we can't get a lot of these items unless we go and, like leather boots, we need to actually go craft leather boots. If I buy leather boots from the thing, it doesn't work. Yeah, that's pretty much the whole server as far as I can tell. Again, Towny server with a bunch of RPG stuff. Pretty early development. Use /guy to see a bunch of other things. They do have a Discord link, and I will get that for you. They do have a Discord link. They do have a Discord. More people are on the server than are actually like on the actual Discord. But there's the Discord for you. Yeah, if you're into looking up a new Minecraft server and want something with a little bit of RPG in it, a couple of like dungeons and stuff, cool, interesting weapons, cool bosses and stuff, yeah, check this one out. It might not be for you, but I mean, it is early dev. They are looking into new things. They are adding new dungeons pretty soon, from what I hear. Yeah, thanks for watching. That's DaemoniaCraft.